Here's my final analysis of the Prolong 5-day fasting mimicking diet. So officially, my day 5 finished at midnight yesterday. However, I remained fasted overnight just because I have to do some blood work today early in the morning. But overall, I feel fine. I felt fine throughout the fast. I even got in 2 workouts, a really good weight workout on the Friday, and which was day 1, and I made it through a boxing sparring session and an MMA workout on Saturday, which was day 2. The weight workout on day 1 was in the afternoon, so after the breakfast and lunch meals, and the Saturday boxing sparring and MMA technical drills were in the morning, so just after breakfast. Those 2 practices perhaps didn't go as great as I would have liked, but every day can't be an A+ day in the gym, so I would say those were maybe B+ days. But again, as I mentioned, I had taken off from training in boxing sparring for about 2 weeks, I think. Sunday, day 3, was an off day anyways for me. I do not train on Sundays. Monday started a whole new regime, so I'm not doing any workouts this week. So day 4, day 5 was fairly easy for me to just continue with the fast. So the way this 5-day fast is set up, day 1 you have just over 1,000 calories, and days 2 through 5 there's about 800 calories in their little packs. The food consists of, for breakfast, it's typically a little nut bar. There's also a drink you're supposed to drink throughout the day. They give you a concentrated solution that you add to 28 ounces of water and just drink that throughout the day. They also give you herbal teas and powdered soups, which have no salt in them, it seems like. But they are actually decent, like they taste fine. They don't taste chemically at all, and the consistency is pretty good. One pro tip I would give you if you're going to do this specific Prolon fasting mimicking diet is use a little blender to mix the soup mixes first into the cold water to get it all smooth in consistency. Otherwise, if you do it any other way, it seems like it just gets a little bit lumpy, and then you're trying to squash some lumps out of your soup. So if you have one of those NutriBullet things, or I have a small mini blender, I would just mix the powder with water first and then heat it up either on the stovetop or in the microwave. So you again will have soup for lunch and for dinner. Every other day they will let you eat these crackers along with the soup. And then every other day also sometimes they give you this little chocolate nut bar, which is very tiny, but it kind of satisfies, if you have a little bit of a sweet tooth craving, it kind of helps. It's sort of, you can think of it as your dessert. Now, I'm a 105-pound female. If you're a 250-pound male, this might be a little rough for you. I will also say that I did cheat in the sense that I did eat, I think on days 3, 4, and 5, I did eat a little bit of fruit, like less than half a cup of some chopped up fruit. And at the conclusion of day 5, I did eat some salads. Very simple, just like lettuce, carrots, bell peppers, and oil and vinegar dressing. So nothing like super heavy, like no ranch dressing or anything like that. And as of day 6, which is today, I feel fine. I did notice it's like I can barely start to see some abs type things, so I think my body composition shifted in the right direction. Again, I did not do my regular Monday, Tuesday workouts, so I can't really gauge in terms of performance how the fasting diet would have affected that. But overall, I feel clear-headed. I didn't get one of those hunger headaches that I have gotten in the past when I just tried to cut weight. I kept myself hydrated too, so that probably did play a factor. So let me know if you have any questions about my experience for the first time with the Prolon fasting mimicking diet. But as far as I'm concerned, I would give it a thumbs up. For somebody like me on my part, I've never really done a proper fasting diet. I've just, sometimes had to cut weight, and so it's just, getting on the scale 6 times a day and then just trying to modify my diet to get the numbers right on the scale. But weight was not a factor this time, so it felt a lot less stressful as well. So let me know your thoughts on fasting, on dieting, and if you have any questions specific to this Prolon fasting mimicking diet. I would be happy to reply. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.